Hey guys, and welcome to our video looking at the balance method. In this particular part of the balance method, we're going to look at what happens when we've got multiplication and we want to get our letters or our variables by themselves. So look at the first problem. We have 3x equals 18. So what we need to do is we need to figure out how we would go about solving that. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we always want to get the letter on one side of the equation by itself. So we want to get x by itself. It has got a 3 by it. Now that is times by 3. 3x means 3 times x. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to get rid of the times. Well, how do we get rid of something? We do the opposite, which cancels it out. So 3x, which means 3 times x, divided by 3. Cool. And then what happens is the 3's cancel each other out. Okay, what we do to one side of the equation, we have to do to the other side of the equation. So if we divided one side by 3, we have to do it to the other side of the equation. So 18 divided by 3. So that means that we've got x equals 18 divided by 3. And x then equals 6. So pretty straightforward. We cancel out the 3 on one side. What we do to that side, we also have to do this side. So we also divide it by 3 and we get our solution. Okay, and if we put it back into the equation, put 6 back in there, 3 times 6 does indeed equal 18. Okay, moving on to 4y. Same deal. Okay, we're going to get the y by itself. So 4y. Now I'm writing it like this, okay, because that means divided by. Okay, when you write it like a fraction, it's the same. Okay, and what happens is the 4 cancels itself out. Okay, equals 24 divided by 4. Okay, so this here, what I've done here is exactly the same as the other side. It's still doing that dividing. It's just written in a slightly different format. So we then get y equals 24 divided by 4. Y equals 6. Okay, so that's just showing you a way that they may do it. I'm happy if you're still doing it like this because this is probably easier for all of you guys at the moment. Okay, so we're on a bit of roll. Let's just go through these. Okay, 10z divided by 10 equals 200 divided by 10. Okay, our 10s cancel each other out. We're left with just z. Z equals 200 divided by 10. Z equals 20. Okay, so same steps that we've done previously, it's just with a bigger number. Okay, and the last one, I'm going to go back to the fraction or the way it looks like a fraction, just so I can remind you of that. So 14v, we want to get the v by itself, so we've got to get rid of the 14. We divide by 14. Okay, and what's going to happen? Cancel, cancel. Okay, what you do to one side, you have to do the other. 42 divided by 14. Now, I'm not expecting you guys to know your 42 times tables or your 14 times tables. Okay, but this is just a very easy one. Okay, because you can still add 14. So 14 plus 14 is 28. Okay, so 14 times 2 is 28. 14 times 3 is 42. So if we go 42 divided by 14, it's going to give us 3. So that is our video looking at the balance method to do with multiplication. Next one, we'll probably be looking at division. Okay, it's important you give this a practice because the division one does get a bit more tricky. Multiplication one is actually pretty straightforward. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Oops, that's